Okay. In the last video, we discussed air pressure and pressure belts. And in this video, we will take a classification of winds. Classification of winds. Based on their direction, speed, and their formation. Winds are classified into three. How many types of winds are there? There are three types of winds are there. One is planetary wind, planetary winds. Second one is seasonal winds. Seasonal winds. Planetary winds, seasonal winds. The third one is local winds. Local winds. How many types of winds are there? There are three types of winds. Based on their direction and they occur and their speed. So, in the world, and all the winds are divided into three types. They are planetary winds, seasonal winds, local winds. Planetary winds, seasonal winds, and local winds. So, planetary winds, seasonal winds, local winds. So, what are planetary winds? How they form? From where to where they are going? Talking about this, first you take A, planetary winds. Planetary winds, right? Planetary winds also called as prevailing winds. Planetary winds also called as prevailing winds. These are the permanent winds. Winds that blow in a particular direction throughout the planet, generally termed as planetary winds. Once look at it. Winds which can blow in a particular direction permanently, we call them as planetary winds. We call them as planetary winds. Planetary winds also called as prevailing winds. Also called as prevailing winds. So these winds, from where to where they are blowing. So once look at that. These planetary winds divide into three. One is easterlies. Second one is westerlies. Third one is polar winds. Once again, planetary winds divided into three types: easterlies, westerlies, and polar winds. So, actually earlier I told them, wind is named after the direction. Wind is named after the direction. If wind that blows from the north, example, if they are blowing what we call northern wind, if they are blowing from south, southern wind, if they are blowing from west, western winds, nothing but westerlies can be called as westerlies. If the wind that blows from the east, what we call easterlies. Northern wind, southern wind, easterlies, westerlies. Wind is named after their direction. Based on their direction, wind is named. So, example, wind that blows from this side, what we call northeastern winds. If these are blowing from this side, these are called southeastern winds. The wind that blow from this side, what we call southwestern winds. The wind that blow from this side, what we call northwestern winds. What we call northwest winds. Just look at this. Wind is named after the direction. If they blow from western winds, are also called as westerlies. Eastern winds, easterlies. So this is the name. These are the names of the winds that blow in a particular direction. That blow from a particular direction. So, talking about easterlies, first you take easterlies and after that westerlies and polar winds. So talking about easterlies, yesterday we discussed. Actually, when you are looking at these pressure belts, yesterday we discussed pressure belts. This is about equator up to 10 degrees of the equator or from the equator in the both the hemisphere. This is north, this is south, this is northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, right? So talking about this belt is called, yesterday I told, low pressure belt. What is this belt? Low pressure belt. Equatorial, low pressure, equatorial low pressure belt. Equatorial low pressure belt, right? This point is to be taken. What we call this one? Equatorial low pressure belt. The belt that is there in the northern hemisphere and in the southern hemisphere. So here this is the belt where there is a low pressure. Low pressure that's created because of sun rays that fall directly on the equator. Direct sun rays that fall directly in this region. So this region, whatever that air is there, will be heated up. It goes up. When it is going up, there empty or vacant place will be created. This place is called as equatorial low pressure area or belt. Low pressure area. In the northern hemisphere, it is in the southern hemisphere, either side of the equator. So immediately, whenever the air that goes up, it can reach the higher elevation. At higher elevation, there it will be condenses. It will mean that molecules will be added as temperature is low in the higher elevation. Again, they can be dragged towards surface. Yesterday we discussed dragged towards surface. While falling, they can fall either side of the equator. Example, this is the equator. They cannot directly fall in the equator. They can fall either side of the equator, this side and this side, in the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. That's why this area becomes Let's look at this area. This area becomes high pressure belt. This area becomes high pressure belt. High pressure because of the wind that falls either side of the equator. So this area is called as, what is that area? Subtropical high pressure belt. What do you call this one? Subtropical. Yesterday we discussed subtropical high pressure belt that is there in the northern hemisphere, and subtropical high pressure belt. Subtropical high pressure belt that is there in the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So now wind that start blowing from high pressure to low pressure. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. High pressure to low pressure. So talking about this is about Earth surface, right? Earth, and this is about equatorial region. This is about low pressure belt, equatorial low pressure belt, which is also called as doldrums. So this is called tropical, subtropical. What do you call this one? Subtropical high pressure belt. High pressure. I said what is the reason for the high pressure. This side also we have subtropical high pressure belt. What will be this one is called subtropical high pressure belt. High pressure belt. What we call this one? Equatorial low pressure belt. Now wind start blowing from subtropical high pressure belt to equatorial low pressure belt. Like this, right? Look at this. Yesterday I have given this to you. And from this side also they are blowing. These are called easterlies. Generally they blow from east to west side, right? See, look at this. As a whole, southeast from northeast. Generally these winds blowing towards west. That's why from where they are blowing, from east they are blowing. That's why these are called easterlies. Now first one is easterlies. Easterlies. These are the easterlies. Easterlies that blow from subtropical high pressure belt to equatorial low pressure belt. See, easterlies. Easterlies also called as trade winds. These are called trade winds. What we call this one? Trade winds. So they blow from subtropical high pressure belt to equatorial low pressure belt. But what is the general direction? Direction is east to west. East to west. This point is to be there. From east they are blowing. That's why we call them easterlies. We call them easterlies. So this is first one. Easterlies also called as trade winds. Why the word trade is applied here? Because these winds useful for sailing on the ocean. Particularly Europeans used these winds based on the wind direction. They used to move to the eastern countries or western countries. Based on the wind direction they used to. It's easy to move. It's easy to sail on the oceans. Sailors, particularly Vasco da Gama, used this winds. Based on the wind direction they used to move. So these are called easterlies. Let's look at this, easterlies. Coming to the second one, we'll take second one. Westerlies. What do you call this one? Westerlies. What are westerlies? Look at that. When talking about this is about subtropical high pressure belt. Equatorial low pressure belt, right? And this side also subtropical high pressure belt, right? And this side here yesterday we discussed, earlier in the last video we discussed. This is called subpolar low pressure belt. This is called, what do you call this one? Subpolar low pressure belt. This area is called as subpolar low pressure belt. This is about polar high pressure belt. Polar high pressure belt. Polar high pressure belt. This point is to be taken. Polar high pressure belt. What is that? Polar high pressure belt. So this side also we can see this is about subpolar low pressure belt. Subpolar low pressure belt. That's why from high pressure the winds that blow from this side also, like this. Look at this. Low pressure to high pressure to low pressure. These are. What is that? What is the general direction? From where to where they are going? You have to look at this. You have to look at this, right? Look at this. Generally they blow from, second one is westerlies. I told you westerlies. Westerlies. Second type in planets, westerlies. They blow from west. First point, west. This is west now. They west to east, towards east. This side towards east. This side also towards east. But out of four direction towards east. These are called westerlies. From where to where they blow? They are blowing from subtropical high pressure belt to what is one? They blow to subpolar low pressure belt. See what? Subtropical high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belt. What is that? What is the reason for that? Reason is they blow from high pressure to low pressure. Blow from high pressure to low pressure. This is subpolar low pressure belt, high pressure belt, and this is polar high pressure belt. Again, polar high pressure belt. This is polar high pressure belt. This point needs to be taken. So, polar high pressure belt. Again, see once look at it. Look at this. Westerlies blow from subtropical high pressure belt to subtropical high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belt. Even in the southern hemisphere also, subtropical high pressure belt. This is about high pressure region. High pressure region, right? High pressure region. High pressure region. From there, the winds they blow like this. They blow from subtropical high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belt. This part needs to be taken. You have to understand this part. What is that breather? Subpolar. See, look at it. Again, from this high pressure, they blow towards east. Again, from the east, like one side. This side also they blow like this. So these are called polar winds. So it's the third one, what we call polar winds. Polar winds. Third type of planetary wind, polar wind. Polar winds blow from polar high pressure belt to subpolar belt to high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belt. See one sir, in the northern hemisphere and also southern hemisphere. Their direction is east. East direction. Look at it. This side. From east they are going. Wind ఎటు నుంచి ఇస్తే ఆ డైరెక్షన్ తో పిలుస్తారు. So now wind that start blowing like this. Okay. High pressure to low pressure. High pressure to low pressure. But direction of the wind is just look at them. Direction of wind. Eastern direction. Polar winds also eastern direction. These as they blow in the polar region, that's why we call them as polar winds. Easy to understand. And so this is the way how winds that are blowing, planetary winds that are blowing in the world. These are permanent wind. Always they blow. Every year they blow. From so many centuries that they are blowing. This is a permanent wind that is blowing in a particular direction. The direction will not change. So these are called planetary winds. First one completed. First one, planetary winds completed. Second one, what is the impact of planetary wind? Planetary winds blow throughout the world, right? They blow throughout the world. They can change the temperature of the region. They can change the rainfall. Some areas are dry, some areas cool. Some areas, if these winds not there, always equatorial belt, always dry belt, always very very hot region. Equatorial region, as sun rays rightly falling and temperature is more, it will be always dry belt. But these winds changing the atmosphere of the planet. Cooler areas becomes hotter areas becomes cool. This is general phenomenon that is taking place because of the planetary wind system. Some areas getting rainfall because of these winds. Some areas getting high temperature because of these regions. Example, polar region, sometimes getting high temperature. Whereas hot wind that blows towards polar region or some cool regions, area becomes hotter. So these winds can make a particular area as hotter or cool. Cool areas may be changed as hot. Hotter areas may be changed as cool. So a kind of balance will be maintained by these winds. These are the effects of the planetary winds. The second wind, simple. Second wind, what we call this one? Second wind B, seasonal winds. Seasonal winds. First of all, what are seasonal winds? Winds that blow in a particular period or season. They will not blow throughout the year, throughout the planet. Seasonal winds that can blow in a particular season or period in a particular area. These winds cannot be seen throughout the planet. Seasonal winds meant for particular area in a particular period, particular season. That's why we call them as seasonal winds. So winds are classified into three: planetary winds. Second one, what is that? Seasonal winds. What do you call this one? Seasonal winds. Seasonal winds, example, just you take example. Monsoons. Now we are in the monsoon period. India gets rainfall in between June to September. This period is called monsoon period in India. Monsoon period. Monsoons, nothing but seasonal wind. Seasonal wind. Monsoon, nothing but seasonal wind. The monsoon word came from mausam, M-A-U-S-A-M. Mausam, which means direction of the wind, blow of wind. What is that? blow of wind, which means mausam, which means direction of the wind or movement of the wind. Blow of wind. What are that? Mausam. This is came from Arab word. Okay. So this is about seasonal winds. From where to where they blow. Just once look at this. Talking about India, this is just you take this equator. I am talking about seasonal winds. Example, that's the monsoons. So look at that. These winds, monsoons developing in between 20 degrees north to 20 degrees south. In between this area, in between equator, this equator, in between the 20 degrees north to 20 degrees south, these seasonal winds are developing, or monsoons are developing. Monsoons are developing. So they start blowing from southern hemisphere to northern hemisphere. Just like India is here. Just look at this. India is here. You got it? Sir, how we are getting rainfall? You say during this period. What's the reason for that? Talking about this wind that start blowing like this in the northern hemisphere. Look at this. There is a wind direction will be always like this. Once look at this. If you are able to understand this one and this one, it will be easy. Will be easy. So when talking about this, in the southern hemisphere, wind direction, if it is like this, but it moves like this. Look at that. This is the direction of the wind in the southern hemisphere. This is the direction in the northern hemisphere. Look at that. Yes, look at that. This is the direction of the wind in the southern hemisphere. This is the direction of the wind in the northern hemisphere. So actually the path will be like this. The wind that should blow like this in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, the wind that is expected like this. But unfortunately, there is a little bit bent towards this. And this also towards it like this. This is because of the Coriolis effect. When Earth rotates, the direction of the wind also will be changed. This is called Coriolis effect. So whenever wind that starts blowing like this can bend towards this, right, in the southern hemisphere. So the general direction of the wind in the southern hemisphere is like this, right? Look at that. Northern hemisphere wind direction like this. Actually, northern hemisphere, if wind that starts blowing like this, cannot blow like that. That can blow like this. This is the one. Look at it. This is the direction of the wind in the northern hemisphere. This is the direction of wind in the southern hemisphere. So low pressure that is there here, whenever low pressure is there, because of what? Summer. Because of summer, there is a low pressure. And high pressure is here. High pressure because of when summer is here, winter will be here, right? So in the northern hemisphere, if summer is there, and the southern hemisphere, the winter will be there. So winter indicates high pressure. High pressure. Now wind start blowing from high pressure to low pressure, and they start blowing like this. Right? You got it? They are blowing towards high pressure. They have to. After crossing equator, their direction will be changed. As the direction of wind is like this. So whenever wind that is crossing the equator can move like this, can move like this, can move like this. Right? Look at this. Look at this. This is about the direction of the wind in the southern hemisphere. After crossing equator, their direction will be changed. As the direction of the wind in the northern hemisphere is like this. Right? Got it. So in this process, during June, after March, April, May, when the area becomes low pressure, area from high pressure, these winds start moving. Actually, initially they started as southeast, like this southeast. After moving like this, after crossing equator, they become southwest. So what is that? Southwest, no, this north, this is south, this is south, this is west. What we call this direction? Southwest. They are going southwest. Got it? So, southwest monsoons arriving or getting into India in the month of June will be continued up to September. These are called monsoons. Nothing but seasonal winds. Once look at this. Low pressure, high pressure. Low pressure because of summer. High pressure because of winter. Winds that blow, that can blow like this. And now they start going towards low pressure area. While blowing, when the direction of the wind lies, they must move like this. But after crossing, the direction will be changed. So at the time India is there. So India experiences rainfall in the month of June, July, August, September because of the Coriolis effect. If Coriolis effect is not there, wind that can move like this, can go like this, it can move like this. So due to Coriolis effect, wind direction is changed, deflected towards India. This is what we call seasonal wind. What we call this one? Seasonal wind. Okay. Coming to the, after 4 months again they will come back. They'll move like this. After from September, October, November, December. After going here, and this area will become summer, this area will become winter. After 4 months, October, November, December. At the time here it is high pressure, it is a low pressure. Now wind will start blowing like this, towards us. So, because they blow from high pressure to low pressure. After 4 months I am telling you. This is what we call seasonal wind. Monsoons are the seasonal winds that are coming in a particular period. What we call this one? Seasonal winds, monsoons. Now we are in the monsoon period. Only few countries experiences monsoons. This is a third type of wind. What is that? First type, planetary wind. Second type, seasonal wind. The third type is called local wind. What we call local wind? Based on the local temperature. This is the first of all definition. The wind that blow in a particular place, in a particular time. No, here it is, it cannot continue forever. In a particular time, a particular period, either in the winter or the summer. Winds that blow in a particular time, particular region, in a short distance, what we call local winds. This is because of the variation of temperature in the in the local areas. Do you mean that in a particular area, due to variation in temperature, they blow from here to particularly Andhra Pradesh, from here to Karnataka, from here to there. That's all. But they cannot blow throughout the planet. They cannot go throughout the year. In a particular period, particular locality. That's why we call them as local wind. What we call this one? Local winds. So in this local wind there are two types. There are hot winds, hot local winds, nothing but warm winds. Hot winds. Second one is cool winds. Cool winds. Local winds are two types. Hot winds and cool winds. Talking about local winds, example we take of hot winds. Just we take hot winds. Example for hot winds. First one is take Chinook. What do you call this one? Chinook. The word is used to be taken. Chinook. Chinook, the wind that blow in Canada and USA. In between that, రెండు దేశాల మధ్య. Just like this, just a country is there, from here to there, enough, emptied, stop. So Chinook, nothing but snow eater. It is about the word taken from the local tribal name, Chinook, nothing but snow eater. This is hot wind. When hot wind that blows from a region, whatever that snow is there can be disappeared. That's why we call the Chinook as snow eater. Chinook is called snow eater. When a hot wind that blows towards a region, whatever moisture is there, snow is there, will be disappeared because the wind that can attract the moisture. That's why we call Chinook as a snow eater, mostly blowing in the Canada and USA. This is the first example. You take second example. Hot wind. Second example. What is that? Hot winds. Second example. First one is first example Chinook. Chinook that blows in the Rocky Mountains. You know, in western part of America, Rocky Mountains are there. Rockies. You know, in between Canada and USA, Rocky Mountains are there. There the wind that blow from one region to another. So this is called as snow eater. What do you call this one? Snow eater. This point is to take. And this is a hard wind. So the Chinook word taken from the tribal name of the tribe. Coming to the B, second one is Loo. This is blowing in the North Indian plains. Where it is blowing? North Indian plains in the month of May or June. This very hot wind. Whenever these lows are blowing in the northern India, it can create a problem for the people also. Sunstroke will be the major effect due to this one. Sunstroke is taking place due to loop. At the same time, in France, another wind that is there. What we call this one? Foehn. 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 Another hot wind can be seen in France. They blow from the France to Mediterranean Sea. France to Foehn, Lu, Chinook are the examples for hot winds. Talking about the cold winds, there are some cold winds also can be seen. B. Cold winds. Example for cold winds. Talking about cold winds, first one is Mistral. Mistral, name of the wind, just look at this, Mistral. It's very most famous wind in the Alp mountain. You know Alps which are there in Europe. In Europe, Alp mountains are there. There these Mistral, cold breezes that move. They blow towards France to Mediterranean Sea. Again, Alps. Look at the Alps. France to Mediterranean Sea. Alps. These are cold winds. Mistral are cold winds. They blow from France to Mediterranean Sea. These also. Okay. And coming to the second one is Puna. 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 This is blowing in Andes Mountains. Andes Mountains located in South America. Andes Mountain located in the South America. Puna is a cold wind that blows in South America in the Andes Mountains. Andes Mountains located world's longest mountains. Andes Mountains, world's longest mountains. Coming to the third one is Pampero. Pampero, name of the cold wind, Pampero, that blows in the South America. South America region. This is also blowing in South America, right? This is the way how winds are classified. This point is to be taken. Okay, once again, look at this. Winds are classified into three: permanent winds, planetary winds, seasonal winds, local winds. Planetary winds divided to three: easterlies, westerlies, and polar winds. Again, second one is seasonal wind. Seasonal example, monsoons. How monsoons coming towards India, we discussed. Again, local winds. Local winds are two types. What are they? Cold winds and hot winds. Hot winds, there are three examples. Lu is a hot wind. And Chinook is a hot wind. Foehn is a hot wind. And cold winds example, Mistral, Puna and Pampero are example for cold winds. So this is the way how the wind system is divided in the world. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll meet. Regarding this, anything is there, you can call me. Thank you.